Hello and welcome back to the Bullish Bears YouTube channel. I'm Jeremy, and every once in a while I get a special request to look into some technical analysis, and I do take requests. So if you want to shoot me a comment, feel free. I will reply in some form or another, probably make a video if I can, if I'm not overwhelmed, and get you guys some technical analysis from my point of view. Um, want to thank everyone who has subscribed recently. We are making a very valid push to break that 100,000 subscriber um, barrier, and it is on fire. We have added about 700 subscribers in the past 28 days. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate that. All right, well, let's tear into some things. I wanted to look at MSTU, the 2x leveraged ETF that runs into MSTR, MicroStrategy, and also tie this into Bitcoin because it's kind of how it all works. Bitcoin has pretty much given us the half back after our bearish measured move here. We found support down here around 78,500-ish and legged right back up with a big old bullish engulfing candle right back to liquidity where our previous support levels were before the break. And 92,000 was an old bear target. It smoked it and made a full measured move down and back. So what happens next? Well, typically when we get a half back in this situation, it'll accumulate for a little while and maybe give us a potential breakout. Let's have a look at the monthly. We're still in essentially, it's a rough looking bull flag, but it's kind of the same. And if I were to draw the channel on this and look for the liquidity trap detector, I like to call it, it would probably put us right in that level of support here. So looking into the weekly, we can see that this may end up just being a giant pullback. And if we exceed a nice match to this weekly bar here and get just above it with a wick, maybe we end up with a tweezer bottom pullback and possibly resume into our bullish measured move because we still have all this momentum behind us into some really lofty targets with Bitcoin here. And with things being kicked around in the political sphere of possibly having a Bitcoin reserve for the U.S. Treasury, well, that makes a big difference. There's a lot of money to be made there. Anyway, let's dig into this a little bit deeper. How about the 2-hour chart and realize that we've pretty much given that half back. We've got this liquidity zone. I almost expect a pretty much a 3 impulse bull flag in this range here. Probably by about midweek, we should see this thing complete, and we'll see if it breaks out to the bull side or to give us a liquidity trap breakout and then pull back and give half of this back again. That is very, very possible. Things tend to kind of accumulate for a while, and when you're getting these halfback moves, they're pretty obvious. They make really good sense. Plenty of volatility to be traded in Bitcoin anyway, and that's the ideal conditions for us day traders and swing traders. Let's have a look at MSTR. MicroStrategy, not quite fully giving back that measured move, but it's on the brink of pushing towards things. I'll dig into this a little bit more here. So coming back to half is going to be a target of about 325, and that's pretty ideal for this entire move here. Again, a giant bull flag. This is where that liquidity trap edge would be if I were to draw it, and we're right off that support level, right back towards our half back. So look for a move to 325, and from there probably expect some accumulation and maybe some give back into the realm of 300 to 325, somewhere in that neighborhood. Ideally, it would consolidate for a few days and then give us a continuation of this momentum here that is behind us. Also, have a quick look at MSTU. This is the 2x leveraged ETF by Tuttle Capital at T-Rex, and it is a butt kicker when it comes to selling premium. This thing is a premium gold mine. I was able to sell some puts on this last week and clear 50 cents pretty readily. I think we're going to see some ability to buy to close those today for a nice hefty profit without even having a position. That's pretty cool. Halfback target again for that is about 850, and that just gives us plenty of range. We're about halfway there already. 650-ish is where we're settling in the pre-market here, and we're looking for continuation in this mess. Anyway, that's where we're at. We're looking for MSTU to give half back, MSTR to give half back. Bitcoin is at half back. I'd expect some accumulation, and it seems that MSTR should, and for all intents and purposes, kind of lag the moves that Bitcoin makes from this point. There's a lot of leverage making that all move, and it takes time, a little bit longer sometimes, to make the equities that are attached to cryptocurrencies move like they should. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks again for your support. Really appreciate all the likes and subscribes. And if you know anybody who's interested in this, please send them our way. We're pushing for that 100,000 subscribers and more. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.